This is Drone Nation, the show about flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about the thing that separates the hobbyists from the professionals, the FAA Part 107 license.
If you want to get paid to fly a drone, this is basically the golden ticket.
Like Willy Wonka, except instead of chocolate, you get to fly over construction sites and charge real money.
So what even is Part 107? It's the FAA's set of rules for flying drones commercially in the United States.
And to prove you know those rules, you have to pass a knowledge test at an official testing center.
The test has 60 questions and you need to score at least 70% to pass.
70% sounds doable, but the questions cover airspace, weather, regulations, stuff you actually have to study.
Think of it like a driver's test, but the road is the entire sky and the stakes are slightly higher.
Slightly. Like, crashing into a helicopter, slightly.
The good news is you can take the test at age 16, which means we are almost there, Robbie.
1 year away from legally getting paid to fly. I'm counting the days, literally.
The test costs $160, which is honestly not bad for a professional license.
Compare that to a real estate license or a cosmetology license. Those cost way more and take way longer.
And once you pass, your certificate doesn't expire, but you do have to pass a free online recurrent training every 2 years.
The FAA wants to make sure you're keeping up with new rules, which honestly makes sense when airspace gets more crowded every year.
So what jobs can you actually get with a Part 107?
Real estate photography is huge. Agents pay anywhere from a few hundred to over $1,000 for a single aerial shoot.
Inspections are another big one. Cell towers, rooftops, bridges, power lines, things humans can't safely reach.
Drones save companies serious money by doing inspections without putting workers at risk. That's not just cool, that's genuinely useful.
Precision agriculture is growing fast too. Farmers use drones to map fields and monitor crops across thousands of acres.
The drone services market is expected to be worth over $40 billion by 2030. That is not a small pie.
And we want a slice of that pie, Robbie.
I want the whole pie. I'm just being honest.
So let's talk about studying. The FAA has free materials online and there are paid courses that walk you through everything.
Pilot Institute, Tony Northrup, King Schools, there are solid options at different price points, and some people pass with just free resources.
The knowledge test covers things like reading sectional charts, which are basically maps of the sky with all the airspace marked out.
There are also questions about weather, like what a meta report means and when conditions are too dangerous to fly.
And you need to understand airspace classes from Class Alpha up high where the jets fly, down to Class Golf where most of us operate.
Getting that airspace stuff wrong in real life could mean flying where you're not supposed to and losing your certificate fast.
Part 107 also has specific rules, like staying below 400 feet, keeping your drone in visual line of sight, and not flying over people.
You can get waivers for some of those rules, but that's advanced stuff for after you've already got the license.
The point is, the license teaches you to fly responsibly, not just legally.
Right, because nobody wants to be the person who ruins drone freedoms for everyone by doing something reckless.
Exactly. The FAA is watching the industry closely, and the more pilots behave professionally, the better the rules stay for all of us.
So, study hard, take the test, and then start building a portfolio, because clients want to see your work before they hire you.
Fly for family, fly for local businesses for cheap at first, build that reel, and then start charging real rates.
Some licensed pilots are making a full-time living by the time they're in their early 20s. That timeline is completely realistic.
And it all starts with 60 questions and a passing score of 70%.
We genuinely think every person our age who loves flying should look into this. It is a real path to a real career.
Start studying now, take the test at 16, and by the time you graduate high school, you could already be a licensed commercial pilot.
That looks pretty good on a college application too. Just saying.
Pretty good? It looks incredible.
Okay, incredible. I'll allow it. Thanks for flying with us today. Go look up the FAA Part 107 study materials tonight.
Links, resources, everything we mentioned. Check our show notes and keep those propellers spinning.
We'll be back with more drone talk, more facts, and probably more of my terrible jokes. See you next week on Drone Nation.